Ladies and gentlemen, no, that isn't me in the thumbnail. That would be funny though, wouldn't it? What's good, gang? Let's have a conversation. Yeah, Amelia, that's what it's about. Well, bear with me a second, ladies and gentlemen. I think I got a call from Steve. Yeah, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, then. So, I'm going to keep this live short and sweet, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to leave as a matter of urgency, but I'm going to give you the key levels, talk about what's going on, what has happened, so that you guys are easily aware of what to expect with Bitcoin. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, mad love and respect for passing through. Be sure to like the stream, press that button that has that white writing on that says subscribe. It's quite obvious, so show some love. Mad love. Let's go. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin has sure taken a lot of people by surprise. Many people are in denial. We've been aware that they've been in denial for quite some time. All right? This is the business model, ladies and gentlemen. It won't change because of Santa. It won't change because of a whale. It won't change. Why? Because human behavior does not change. People will always be greedy. People will always be fearful. The idea of the marketplace is to exploit the moments in the chart where the market maker can trap traders to the upside and then release the liquidity to the downside and hit every single one of their positions. Okay? So let's take a trip down memory lane. When everyone was bullish, we were preparing for the shorts. The first projected zone, 49,680. Well, we've hit that. 48,994. Well, we've hit that. 47,754. Yeah, we've hit that. And then finally, 47,350. We didn't just hit that. We tapped it, went to 300, and we've pulled back. Ladies and gentlemen, do not be surprised. These are the levels that the market maker made the move from. This is where he was trapping the retail trader. Across the globe in the crypto world, everyone, 100K Bitcoin, Santa rally, let's go to the moon. Inducing, setting people up, hopium. That's not how this business works, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, that's how people trade, which is why 95% of traders lose, because they're all doing the same thing. How could we have understood the movement by the market maker right now? Well, it was pretty much available based on the principle of the hybrid system. You've got the 1 hour time frame showing price, showing a resistance at the 800 EMA. Again, well, do we need to go back in history to find out if that was the case before? Well, yes, we do. Look, 1, 2, 3. Now, there's no guarantee that the market maker is always going to find the 800 EMA as a point of resistance, but we can understand his behavior at these points to really work out, is he actually aiming to get shorts based on the hype that everyone is receiving about Bitcoin? Let's understand the behavior. Check this out. 1, 2, 3 hits to the high. Failure on the break of the 800 EMA. People are putting long orders at this point. The reason why they're moving price and probing the range is because there are more longs being opened above the 800 than there are shorts. All right? So the market maker has trapped all the liquidity of the retail trader to the upside. Price has deviated away from the 50 EMA, and one of the key things about this move, ladies and gentlemen, is the 50 EMA came back to price, not price went to the 50. Now, if you are new to the channel and you want to understand how this move has developed, we've been streaming about it for the past 5-6 days. Just go and watch all of the last 7 days streaming to understand how this pattern was going to play out. We were always favoring lower prices because the market maker was setting up the traps. How can you move so aggressively from a zone and not gain any ground? Look at this here. Blue vector candle. Historically, we understand that this is a point in the chart where the market maker steps in, traps the liquidity, and then reverses price back down. Not because there's a supply. No, that's not how it works. There's plenty of supply. plenty of traders in this zone. It's just the market maker needs to reverse price from this point, because if he allows the retail trader to go long based on him trading the infamous pennant, flag, Super Mario trade right here, okay, or whatever you want to call it, ladies and gentlemen, he's trapped them. He's got them convinced. All the hopium around Bitcoin moving higher, Santa rally. What a perfect time to break away from this zone. They initiate the breakout. The confirmation candle isn't present. Stop, hunt, rise, drop, bring price all the way back down. Gives them another taste of freedom. Oh, we could actually be in a bigger pattern, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start talking about this flag or this pennant or this move or whatever. Like, let's just start drawing lines here, and let's hope that at that point when Bitcoin breaks that range, it's going to go higher. Okay, great. Here we go. Bitcoin breakout. Mad breakout. It's going to happen. Bitcoin's going to move to 100K from this point. This is the Santa rally. Well, the big green vector candlestick right here only recovers the previous wick, and there's no conviction of price moving to the upside. Well, we had the signal right there, ladies and gentlemen, because one of the classifications for the hybrid system is market maker always shows his presence at the highs or at the lows. 1, 2, 3 hits to the high, one climatic candle to the upside. The next candle fails to go above it. This candle doesn't even close in the highest point. That tells me that they're preparing for something. This would be the FTD range. Okay? They rejected the 800 EMA. They broke below the psychological high. And the fact that they come back down and broke below it was the trick. That was the clue. Because as pattern watchers, we would have been mindful that whenever it breaks out from a particular zone, when price moves up from a range, when it comes back down, we always wait for the retrace. Always wait for the retrace, because the retrace is going to tell you if the move is valid. Look at where price moved down towards. It moved down to the psychological high. It came and broke below the 800. It had the 50 EMA to test from. All right? We had the daily open to test from as well. Everything was stacked in this area for us to anticipate a move back up. Guess what? Didn't happen, ladies and gentlemen. The 5 and the 13 EMA confirmed the close below the 50 EMA, and we just took a bleed to the downside. We took the recovery of the previous wick right here and the previous wick right here, which can be shown on this chart right here. This is the momentum area we were talking about earlier on in the streams, all right, to help you understand it. Check this out. Earlier on when we were watching this candlestick right here, right, we could see how it was starting to develop, and it started to speed up. That's the momentum area where the market maker was coming back to attack this previous zone right here. You've seen it live in real time, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is just to help you try and understand the relationship between why a retail trader gets hyped up on Bitcoin moving from one point to the next, and they're basing it solely on patterns and approaches that, in my opinion, they don't last that long. All right? You're going to get faked out all the time. Would you not want to know what's going on behind the scenes, or try and find out as much as you can? You know? So that's pretty much where we're at right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's no surprise that this move has played out. These patterns right here, like, I mean, cool. If they work for you, happy days. But you're telling me that's what the business model's based on? You know? Just took my mic out. It just doesn't operate like that, ladies and gentlemen. The market maker is a little bit more sophisticated for that. Just look at what they were doing. They were building the shorts above the key 51,000 zone. They even treated us to 52K, and then they snapped it straight back. Just that move alone. I've been preparing everyone and keeping them aware that trading during this time of year, ladies and gentlemen, is not ideal. Stocks have enjoyed the Santa rally. Bitcoin is not a stock. Different mindsets, different ways of doing business, whatever relationship you want to associate Bitcoin with. Because when everyone was declaring the Santa rally, the glass node was showing that leverage was at its highest. Okay, there was a lot of leverage for the market maker to attack. Money was borrowed, and a lot of it was borrowed on this move to the upside. Here's something for the new guys. We've been waiting for this sort of play to come into fruition. All right, fruition, whatever. So principally, if we look left, you can see that we do actually have this structure. Happy days. W formation, rise up. The M formation, that's when it appeared, and that's how it's played out. The moves and cycles are not static, ladies and gentlemen, but it does help if you have a good understanding of how they behave around whole and half numbers. Now, what can we expect Bitcoin to do next? This move has happened with low volume, okay? The UK session was closed today. It's been pretty much another bank holiday in the UK. So we've got Asian session tonight. We have recovered most of the liquidity on this green vector candle. All of those candles, I feel so bad. Look at them. All these candles and some have been completely recovered. All right? Full zone. That's the way the business model works, ladies and gentlemen. When the price is rising, it's because the market maker is allowing people to buy because he's selling to them. He's going short. If he keeps price moving to the upside, which is why I'm trying to get people to the awareness that if lots of people are talking about it, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen. At the end of the day, the money talks. And the money talks in the sense where the market maker was satisfied with the amount of liquidity that he's trapped in this range. Okay? That's the basis. That is the basis of it, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Holders, day traders, that's true, Pancho. It's the moon boy that has supplied this liquidity, ladies and gentlemen. People at the fear of missing out. Oh my God, Bitcoin's at 51K. Well, it's going to go to 100K. I ain't going to pay 100K for Bitcoin. No, I'll pay 51 for it. Congratulations, my friend. You have just supplied the liquidity. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Guess what? Let's try and bring you back into the charts again. Because right now, all the moon boys are in denial. Or should I say, retail traders. Now, it's not just the average Joe. We could have whales in here. We've got institutional traders. They are still traders. There's two types of traders, the market makers and the retail traders. Finished. Whatever classification you put behind the retail trader, until he commands and moves the market, he would be a market maker. Till then, he's a retail trader. You can manage billions of dollars. If you have enough money to move the market and become a market maker, you become a market maker. Until you claim title for market maker titleship, you're not a market maker. You're a retail trader, regardless of how much money you have. Because even if you have billions of dollars, you can't just put it into the chart straight away. It doesn't work like that. Market maker isn't going to be so kind enough to give you that. He's going to break up your $1 billion worth of orders and put them all into segments. Okay? He's going to get your order and he's going to fill his order on the opposite side because he knows he's going to have the liquidity to move price all the way back down and earn off your back. That is why this game is a zero-sum game, ladies and gentlemen, whether you like to believe it or not. So there have been a lot of people that have been saying, yeah, the hybrid man, it works sometimes, but it doesn't. But the principle has been applied here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think many people were expecting Bitcoin to drop. I don't think they were. If you want to understand where people's sentiment is, go into YouTube, type in Bitcoin over the past 6 days, and you'll see where people's heads are at with Bitcoin, which is going to help you understand the relationship between liquidity provided at one point and then at what point are the market makers showing the signs in plain sight that they're preparing to move price. Remember, guys, this is a day trading strategy. I'm not interested in Bitcoin going to 100K from this point. I'm interested if it shows resistance at 52, can I exploit it all the way down to 47? Happy days. Even 50K, 49, 48. I'm cool with that. Because if you can grab 10% of a move, ladies and gentlemen, you're sitting very nicely. You know? So yeah, that's where we are right now, ladies and gentlemen. That is where we are right now. So what can we expect Bitcoin to do next? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we do have some interesting zones. And it seems to me that we got a lot of people in denial. There's a lot of people in denial. I've been talking about this range for quite some time, ladies and gentlemen. People don't believe it. Can Bitcoin come to it? There is a possibility, yes. Okay? There is a possibility that Bitcoin may get to this. How soon? Well, that's the $1 million question, ladies and gentlemen. How soon can they run to this zone? Volume is light across the board. Could this be the start of the descent to Bitcoin? Or will they give us the beauty of inducing one more time and hit the high for the third time and then drop it? Anything can happen, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can happen. And you have to try and keep that in your minds because that's the only way you're going to be able to maintain sanity in the charts. Price is irrelevant, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. PC Shed, what's good, man? What's good? I haven't addressed any of you in the streams. Forgive me, guys. Greg, what's happening? You know, Elon, Jeff, Recovering Moonboy, System Hack. Yeah, man, that's all good. Mad love and respect to all you people passing through, man. I hope the pattern watchers are well. All right, then. Let's go and have a look at what else there is across the board, guys, because I have to make a sharp exit very shortly. So here we go. Altcoin bosses. Where we at? Phantom seems to be doing okay. Oh, it's done very well. As I said before, when altcoins are holding and Bitcoin is dropping, pay attention to these alts. Because when things start to turn, it's probably these are the coins that are likely to continue with their move. All right? Red vector candles are failing to break below. Okay? They're not actually following through with the development of the candlestick. All right? It's finishing higher. So they're quickly tapping the liquidity and pulling it straight back up. Because remember, the market maker goes long when price is lower. He doesn't go long when price is rising. You know, what's funny is they say, you know, you buy when price is rising with the hope that it continues. They don't tell you that bit. That's the sad truth about it, ladies and gentlemen. The game is designed for you to lose, but you have to be aware of how the game works. There's always a weakness. Now, once you understand how the game works, then all that's left is to understand your behavior when it comes to the charts. Because the reason why 95% of traders lose is because 95% of them are doing the same thing wrong. They're drawing patterns that don't exist. And the reason why, as a self-fulfilling prophecy, that you see them play out is because people draw them after they've happened. And then they say, look, this is a pattern, try and find it. Then every time they go and look for it, it doesn't work. It's just one of those situations. Now, don't get me wrong. There are guys out there that do actually exploit with the flags and the pennants and what have you. Happy days for you guys. But the business model isn't based on what patterns we come to the charts with. It's based on the relationship between the market maker. They all have to be psychological, and the patterns themselves are all designed to lure traders. They're traps. All right? A W formation will only appear in context of what it's done previously. You can see the cyclical pattern formation that the business model is about. W formation, rise level 1, rise level 2, M formation, drop. Same story. Go back in the charts, try and find this structure in price, and you'll be surprised. You hear what I'm saying? Well, ladies and gentlemen, listen. I've got to end the stream. Okay, I need to make a sharp exit, but I just wanted to quickly get online and check in with you guys, all right, because I've got to tend to a couple of matters, all right? So listen, mad love and respect to every single one of you. I know it's been brief, all right, but please be careful when you're considering trades, all right? Bitcoin is moving sharply to the downside. Last week's low is potentially in sight with another area of liquidity that they could come for. But the move is so extended to the downside, so just proceed with caution. My opinion would be for you to not even take a trade until everything starts to go back to normal. And that means trading in the first or even after the first week of January. Because that was my practice in Forex. I would stop trading around 17th of December. Why? Because I know institutional traders are starting to put the gloves up. There's no liquidity across the board. That's why things are rising so much, because someone just puts in a measly order and the algorithm feels it and moves price. You know? That's how it works. So, ladies and gentlemen, mad love and respect. If you are new to the channel, be sure to head over to the website, tradersreality.com, because that's where you can get these indicators and access to all of the playlists in the channel. All right? And you can download all the tools that I'm using free of charge, guys. Mad love and respect to every single one of you. Take care of yourselves. Peace. All right?